This is a monthly attendance sheet which I have created in Zoho Sheets. Before creating the new format, let's see how it works. In the left hand side on top, we have got months and years. Just after that, we have got our start and end date. Below that, we have got all the details of the employees. When we come to right hand side, we can see our dates as well as days. Our Saturdays and Sundays are highlighted because these are our week offs. When I'll come to left hand side and we'll change the month, we'll do it February. Our dates as well as our days got changed. Even the highlights got changed. Let's do as January. One thing to highlight in advance. Suppose that I have done some entry over here. P, enter, A, enter, L, enter. So I have done my entries. If I'll come to left and we'll change the month as February, the entry what we have done is not going to vanish. We will have to remove these manually. Let's do as January. Let's come to extreme right hand side. On the right hand side, we have got our summary or monthly summary. Whatever entry will be done in left hand side, on the right hand side, we will be able to see the summary. Let's come to left. For different months, there will be different sheets. And in the end, we will have our summary sheet. And this will be our yearly summary sheet. I have already created a couple of videos on basic of Zoho Sheets. In case you haven't watched them, I'll provide the link in description box. Let's come to the sheet of January and let's start creating a new format now. I have opened a new workbook. On top, we can see Untitled Spreadsheet. We'll click over here and we'll remove Untitled Spreadsheet. This will be our attendance sheet. We'll click on A1. We'll take column A closer. We'll come at the bottom. We can see sheet 1. We'll double click over here and we'll rename this. This will be Jan. We'll go on top. So I have clicked on B, means B2. We'll come down. We can see 100% over here. Zoom. I'll increase the size of the sheet. We'll come to left. Over here we can see the option of highlight row / column. I'll click over here and my active cell will be highlighted. This will be month. Enter. This will be year. Enter. We'll click just after month. Over here we will be creating the drop down for our months. We'll come to right hand side. We'll click over here. This will be January. Enter. We'll click on January and we'll drag this down till December. Now I'll copy this. Ctrl C or Command C. We'll click just in front of month. We'll go to Data tab. We'll come down Data Validation. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on Create Validation. Applies to C2. This is my C2. Criteria is list. We will click in entry box and we'll paste name of the months what we have copied right now. Ctrl V or Command V. In the end, I'll type yearly. We'll come down alerts and help text. I'll click on arrowhead and we'll uncheck the box of help text. We'll come down and we'll click on OK. So drop down of our months got created. We'll select January. We'll come to column E and we'll delete all the things. Even I have deleted all the things, we can see our drop down. We'll click in front of year. This will be 2025. Enter. We'll select row number 2 and 3. We'll go on top and we'll align all the things in center. We'll come to left and we'll change the font style. We'll click next to January. This will be our start date. Enter. This will be end date. Enter. We'll click just after start date and we'll insert the formula for our first date, and formula will be plus or equal to date value. Bracket open. In date value, the very first thing what we have to provide is date, but the date should be in text format. So I'll be inserting double inverted comma 1, double inverted comma close. And now I'll click on month and now I'll click on year. No need to close the bracket because bracket is already closed. Now I'll hit enter. We got some random figure. No worries. Let's click in front of end date. Formula will be plus or equal to EO month, means end of the month. Bracket open. Start date. This is my start date. Comma. Add months. In add months, I'll be putting 0. Now I'll hit enter. Over here also we got some random figures. We'll select both the random figures. We'll go to Format tab, Format Cells. We'll come to right hand side and we'll go to Date. We'll come to right hand side and we'll select a desired date format. Now we can see 1st Jan 25. We'll select all the headers. We'll go on top and we'll create borders. Just before borders, we have got the option to change the cell colors. I'll click on drop down and we'll select a desired color. We'll go on top and we'll change the text color or font color. We'll come down. We'll take row number 4 closer. We'll click just under year. This will be serial number. By the help of right arrow key, I'll come to right hand side, employee ID, employee name, designation. Now I'll click on serial number and we'll select next cell also. We'll go on top and we'll merge the cells. We'll do the same thing for employee ID, employee name and designation. We'll select the whole sheet. We'll go on top. We'll come in the center, vertical alignment. We'll click on drop down and we'll select align middle. Now I'll click just under serial number 1, enter. We'll click on 1 and we'll align this in center. We'll drag this down as per my requirement. We'll click just after designation. Over here I'll insert my dates. First date will be plus or equal to. We'll click on start date. Enter. We got our start date over here. Now I'll come to next cell by the help of right arrow key. Over here we will insert the formula for second date and rest of the dates. Formula will be plus or equal to if bracket open. We'll click on first date is smaller than last date of the month. As we have to drag our formula to right, so I'll be pressing F4 or function F4 one time and my cell reference will be logged, comma. If first date will be smaller than last date of the month, in return we want first date plus 1, comma. And if this criteria is not going to meet, we want our cells to be blank. So I'll be putting double inverted comma twice for blank. Now I'll hit enter. We got some random figure. Let's select first date and random figure and let's go to Format tab. Format cells. We'll come to right hand side and we'll go to Custom. In Custom we can see the option of DD. I'll click on DD and we got our dates as 0102. We'll align both the things in center. We'll click on top of first date and we'll insert the formula for day and the formula will be plus or equal to text. Bracket open, number. I'll take this down. In number, I'll click on very first date, comma, double inverted comma, DDD means D 3 times, double inverted comma close. Now I'll hit enter and we got our very first day. We'll align this in center. We'll drag this to second date. We'll select both the columns and we'll align all the things in center. We'll click on serial number, we'll press Shift Control, down arrow key, right arrow key, and we'll create borders over here. In case you are using MacBook, you'll have to press Shift Command, down arrow key, right arrow key. Now I'll change the colors over here and we'll change the font color. We'll click on second day and date and we'll drag this till 31st, means till last date of the month. So we got our last date over here. We'll select from last date till first date and we'll reduce the column size. We'll come to right hand side. We'll click just after last day. This will be present. We'll come to right hand side. This will be absent, half day, leave, week offs, holidays. We'll click just under present and we'll put the code of present, that is P, absent is A, HD, L, WO, H. Whatever code you want to put, you can. We'll click on present and we'll select till bottom and we'll select till right hand side and we'll create borders. We'll align all the things in center. Now we will highlight all our codes. I'll select the whole sheet. We'll go to Format. We'll come down Conditional Formatting. From here I'll select Classic. We'll come to right hand side and we'll go to equals. Over here we can see classic, cell value is equals. We'll come to value and over here I'll type P. P is for present. P is a text, so I'll be taking this in double inverted comma. So I have inserted double inverted commas. We'll come down. Over here we get the option of fill color. We'll click on fill color and we'll select green color. We'll come down and we'll click on text. Text color will be white. We'll come down and we'll click on apply. Let's come to right hand side and over here P got highlighted in green. If I'll do the entry of P in my dates, enter, even this got highlighted. Now I'll go to format. This time I haven't selected my whole sheet. We'll come down, conditional formatting. We'll come to right and we'll go to manage rules. And this is the rule what we have inserted right now. On top we can see copy, edit and delete. I'll click on copy and copy of my last rule will be created. Over here we can see P. We'll delete P and we'll insert A. We'll come down, fill. From here I'll select red color. Text color will be white. We'll come down and we'll click on apply. And A got highlighted in red. We'll come to right hand side, copy. We'll remove A and we'll type HD. Fill. I'll select desired color. We'll come down and we'll click on apply. Let's come to right hand side. In the same way, I'll highlight my leave, week offs and holidays. So all the codes got highlighted. I'll close the window of conditional formatting. We'll come to left. We'll go on top and we'll click on present. And we'll change the cell color as well as text color or font color. In the same way, I'll do the changes for all the headers. So all the changes are done. I'll select row number 5 and 6. We'll go on top and we'll change the font style. We'll come to left hand side. We'll delete P from here. We'll come to left. We'll click on top. We'll select next cell also and we'll select till N and we'll merge the cells. This will be attendance sheet. We'll hit enter. We'll click on attendance sheet. We'll go on top and we'll change the font color. We'll increase the font size. We'll come to left. I'll come to first date. Let's cross check our conditional formatting. P, enter. A, enter. L, week off, holidays, enter. Perfect. And colors are getting changed perfectly. We'll adjust the column size of employee name. Over here we have to highlight one more thing and that is our week offs. I'll select the whole sheet. We'll go to format, conditional formatting. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on manage rules. We'll click on any rule and we'll click on copy. We can see P. I'll delete P and we'll type SAT, means Saturday. We'll come down, fill, and from here I'll select yellow color. Text, we'll do text color as black and we'll click on apply. So over here our Saturdays got highlighted. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on copy once again. We'll remove P and we'll type SUN, means Sunday. Fill, we'll select yellow color. Text, we'll select black color. We'll come down and we'll click on apply. We'll close the window of conditional formatting. So our Saturdays and Sundays got highlighted. We'll come to right hand side. We'll click just under present and we'll insert our formula. Formula will be plus or equal to countif, bracket open, bracket close, test range. In test range, I'll select my range from 1st to 31st or from 31st to 1st. We'll take this down. So I've selected my range. As we have to drag our formula, so I'll be locking my range partially by pressing F4 or function F4 3 times and dollar will be inserted in the very beginning. Comma. Let's come to right hand side. Condition. Over here my condition is to count present, means code of present and that is P. So I'll click on P. We'll press F4 or function F4 2 times and dollar will be inserted in the center. Just notice one thing. In my range, I had inserted dollar in the very beginning, but in the code of present, that is P, I had inserted dollar sign in the center. Now I'll hit enter. We got 0. Let's do one entry over here. P, enter. And we got 1. Let's delete P from here. We'll click on 0. We'll go to Format tab. Format cells. We'll come to right hand side and we'll go to bottom. And we'll click on Custom. Custom formats. I'll insert hash, semicolon, hash, semicolon, dash. We'll come down and we'll click on Apply. Now instead of 0, we can see dash. We'll drag this down. We'll come to right hand side and we'll drag our formulas to right. We'll go in View tab, Grid Lines. We'll come to right and we'll click on Hide Grid Lines. And our grid lines got removed. Let's come to left. I'll take the data of employee ID, employee name and designation from my example file. So I have taken the data. We'll delete all the entries from here. Let's come to right hand side. Week offs. This will be counted automatically. I'll double click on the formula. We'll come to the end and we'll delete my range. So over here now we have got bracket open and bracket close. We'll come to left. We'll click on last day of the month and we'll select till beginning. So I have selected all my days. Now I'll press F4 or function F4 one time and my cell reference will be logged or my range will be logged, comma. Over here we will count our Saturdays as well as Sundays. So I'll put double inverted comma SAT, double inverted comma close. Now I'll copy this formula. We will not copy is equal to Control C or Command C. Let's take this to left. We'll click in the end. We'll insert plus. We'll paste my formula what we have copied right now, Control V or Command V. In both the places we can see Saturday. We'll delete one Saturday and we'll do as Sunday. Now I'll hit enter. Let's come to right hand side and we got 8. We'll drag this down. Sheet of January is ready now. Let's come to left. We'll click on sheet of January, means we'll click at the bottom. We'll right click the mouse. We'll go on top, duplicate. Duplicate of January got created. We'll double click on sheet's name. This will be Feb. We'll go on top and from the drop down, I'll change the month as February. We'll come to the bottom. We'll right click the mouse, duplicate. Duplicate got created. We'll double click over here. This will be March. We'll go on top and we'll change the month from the drop down, March. In the same way, I'll create my sheets till December. So I have created 12 sheets for 12 months. We'll click on December, duplicate, and this will be yearly summary. We'll go on top. In month we can see December. We'll do this as yearly. Start date, we can see value. We'll delete start as well as end date. We'll click on start date plus or equal to. We'll go to the sheet of January. We'll take this down and we'll click on start date. Enter. We'll come to end date plus or equal to. We'll go to the sheet of December. We'll take this down and we'll click on end date of December. Enter. And we got start as well as end date in our yearly summary. Let's come to right hand side. We'll delete all the formulas from here. We'll click just under present plus or equal to sum. Bracket open, bracket close. We'll go to the sheet of January and we'll click on total present of first employee. Plus, we'll go to the sheet of February. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on present of first employee. Plus, we'll go to March. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on total present of first employee. In the same way, I'll connect my sheets till December. So I've connected all the sheets. Now I'll hit enter. Let's come to right hand side. And over here we have got our formula. Let's come to right. We'll drag down my formula. And we'll drag my formula till holidays. In week offs, we can see the numbers because our Saturdays and Sundays are getting counted. We'll come to left. We'll select from last date to first date. We'll go on top. We can see arrowhead. We'll click on arrowhead. We'll come down, delete 31 columns. Let's come to right. We'll click on top. We'll select top cell also and we'll select till end and we'll merge the cells. This will be yearly summary. We'll hit enter. We'll click on yearly summary and we'll change the font color. We'll increase the font size. Let's come to left. And our attendance sheet is ready now. In the same way, you can create your own attendance sheet in Zoho Sheets.